Well, here we are. It is finally getting to be later in the afternoon, which means that I finally feel comfortable enough to come out here and work in the backyard. I told you that earlier we would do a lot more steady cam shots, so that's what I'm trying to do here. So you can see my yard in the background. What I think I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the lawnmower, which is over here, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna mow it down nice and short, stress things out a little bit, and then I am going to come back out here today and I'm gonna spray out, especially like this hillside here, with Roundup. I'm not going to do everything. I'm only going to do the areas that have just a ton of Bermuda. So the areas that are not Bermuda, the areas that are primarily tall turf type fescue, stuff that looks pretty good, I'm going to leave it alone. So let's get started with the lawnmower. Oh yeah, she's just about bone dry. The real question is going to be, where am I actually going to mow? So what I'm thinking about here is like this area, right? If I look at it, there isn't really much in the way of Bermuda up here. It's pretty much just crabgrass. But if I were to say, be this line right through here all the way across, and it'll probably, you know, once I mow it down, be able to see the Bermuda even better. But then this line also goes straight through here, so I'm gonna mow that. Yeah, and I'm gonna spray it with Roundup. So the biggest thing is that man, everything all the way up, like all the way to the edge of the garden, is just Bermuda. So I'm going to be somewhat careful with how I do that. But I'm also going to spray this, and then I'm going to fill this edge up. So right down here, I know I talked about this before, but like if you look at this here, it's at an angle. What I want to do is I want to start right about this height right here and just bring that down in a slightly more gradual slope, so that evens up with the top edge of that and fills in this kind of wonky area that's a pain to mow, to be honest. So okay, let's get going. About that time, I'm gonna pour a little Roundup in here, just this straight mix of what I've got, which try to keep it off the table a little bit. It's not the concentrate stuff, the real question is like, for lawn replacement, use this product, kill an existing lawn and weeds before planting a new lawn. Rake or till to prepare area. Boo, I'm not doing that. Okay, so I'm just using this sprayer because it's way better than this other sprayer that it comes with. I really don't think I'm going to use I don't think I'm going to use that much. I guess we'll see. So this is the next part. The next part is this. I just mowed everything down real close. Couple different reasons. It gives me an idea of what I'm actually trying to treat. So like this area just absolutely infiltrated with Bermuda, and here's the evidence here. So you look at this. I mean, you can see these are called rhizomes. These tillers run everywhere. I mean, look at how long that is. That's Bermuda. Bermuda, wild or common Bermuda, does super well down here. Look at the root depth on some of those. So I just cut all of this back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and I'm gonna spray down this area. I'm gonna try to be careful along this bed, mainly because like these two pepper plants here that are actually producing now are 2 years old, so I don't want to kill them. The other thing that's kind of interesting to see is that this right here is this rock. You know, that is, so people always ask me, was that rock here when we moved in? Yeah, it was. And I think it came right out of this area, because if you follow along this little hill area, there's rock there, there's more rock there. So I don't know if it's technically bedrock, but what it is it's, I mean, it affects kind of like the soil and everything. Boy, it looks like it's actually going to rain today. Okay, so that means maybe I should check. It says, let's go check this real quick. I'm pretty sure that this says rainproof. Rainproof in 10 minutes. Okay, we got 10 minutes. Let's get spraying. I am officially committed. So I just went through, I sprayed all of this with Roundup, and so we've put a lot of Roundup on. I've got some tenacity. I always want to call it intensity. Tenacity that's been put on here so you can see the white. I'm not really stressed about walking around in my lawn right now. With the potential of that I stepped on anything that I sprayed, because I was very, very meticulous and careful. So you can see the zone. I mean, this is what we're doing back here. Got this whole area back here was just, I mean, it was just absolutely stacked with Bermuda. And I've sprayed with tenacity the rest of this stuff. So other than tenacity and 2,4-D, I think the biggest thing that I need to do is put down, obviously, some pre-emergent. Now, you can see up here, we've got some clouds coming, so we're going to totally test that, whether or not this is rainproof in 10 minutes. I guess we'll have to see. So I'm just walking around here so that you can see what the tenacity is actually doing. It's kind of interesting. It started stressing out this Bermuda. That is, woo, it is super dark up north. So it's stressing out that Bermuda. Check that out. This is going to be an exciting little storm. I don't know what it is, like the last couple weeks, we have been just getting banged with storm after storm after storm. So again, you can see, here's what the tenacity is doing back here. Slowly but surely knocking out. Had a large stand of crabgrass. But if you walk over here, you want to know what a pre-emergent does? See all that crabgrass back there? We go over to my neighbor who was smart enough to put down a pre-emergent. What do you see? A beautiful lawn without any crabgrass in it. So now we'll walk over here because he was nice enough to let me, well, nice enough. I had some extra tenacity in the tank, and there's a neighbor over here who doesn't do anything, which is kind of interesting. I sprayed some of this, which is like looks like a nutsedge, and that's starting to die back. And then also just down this line, you can see here, more nutsedge there, some Dallas grass here. This is just, you can see that this has got common Bermuda in it, which I'd love to just burn a line down this with some Roundup, but you can see he's starting to yellow up with the crabgrass that was on that line. And I just tried to spray some of the stuff that had kind of gotten over into his lawn just on this edge. But you can see as you walk down here, just every single little spot where I actually got some on him, there's actually just, see that? So it's doing its job. It's killing the crabgrass. But probably the most exciting thing right now is this massive storm that is about to happen. I really have enjoyed hanging out underneath the pergola recently in these massive storms. It's just so exciting for me to be able to be out where I want to be and enjoy it. So again, behind me, pre-emergent. So neighbor Rich and Cammy. Look at that. I even sprayed a little bit of this Dallas grass here. It's starting to die back. I hope that actually kills that off. But then you can see again, beautiful, nice lawn. We're walking, and what do you see over here? Oh, Jim did not put any pre-emergent out. Again, my bad.